Nothing changes until you do. Lights fade in. I walk slowly to the center of the stage. My hands are relaxed, but my eyes scan the audience. I take a deep breath and silence. You know, there's a phrase I heard years ago that hit me so hard. It was like someone just flipped the lights on in a dark room I'd been sitting in for years. It's simple. It's short. But if you really let it land, it will change everything about how you live your life. It's this: nothing changes until you do. Say it with me. Nothing changes until you do. We all want something to change. We all have that one thing, don't we? That thing we wish was different. It could be your job. It could be your health. It could be your relationships. It could be your confidence. Maybe you want more money. Maybe you want peace of mind. Maybe you just want to wake up in the morning and feel excited about life again. And yet, most people are waiting for the right time, waiting for the right opportunity, waiting for someone to notice their potential, waiting for something, anything, to happen so they can finally take the first step. The harsh truth about waiting. Let me ask you something. Have you ever told yourself this? When I get the right job, I'll finally be happy. When I lose this weight, I'll feel confident again. When I have more money, I'll finally live the life I've always dreamed of. I have. I've said those exact words to myself. And here's the brutal truth. That day never came. Because the day your life changes is not the day the perfect job shows up. It's not the day the economy improves. It's not the day someone magically gives you a break. The day your life changes is the day you change. Story 1. The day I stopped waiting. Years ago, I was stuck. I had a job that drained me. I'd tell myself, just hold on. Something will happen. Someone will notice how hard you're working. But months turned into years, and nothing changed. Then one day, I realized something. Nobody was coming to save me. Nobody was going to knock on my door and say, "Hey, I've been watching you struggle. Here's the life you've been dreaming of." That was the day I stopped waiting. That was the day I decided if I wanted change, I had to be the one to make it happen. Was it scary? Absolutely. Was it uncomfortable? More than I can explain. But was it worth it? Every single second. Why change is so uncomfortable? Here's the thing. Change feels scary because it asks you to step into the unknown. It asks you to let go of the person you've always been and meet someone new. Yourself, but stronger. And your brain, it doesn't like that. It's built to keep you safe. Not to keep you growing. So it whispers things like, "It's too risky. It's too hard. What if you fail?" But here's the question I want you to ask yourself. What if you don't change? The pain of staying the same. Close your eyes and picture this. It's 5 years from now. You wake up and nothing has changed. Same job, same stress, same habits, same excuses. You still feel the same frustration in your chest every morning. You still feel like life is passing you by. That's the price of staying the same. And for most people, that pain is far worse than the discomfort of change. In life, you have two mindsets to choose from. Victim mindset. Life happens to you. You blame, you complain, you wait. Creator mindset. Life happens because of you. You take ownership, responsibility, and action. The moment you shift from victim to creator, you take back your power. You stop saying, "I hope things get better," and start saying, "I will make things better." Step 1. Raise your standards. Nothing changes until you decide you will no longer accept less than you deserve. If you accept mediocrity, you will get mediocrity. If you accept disrespect, you will keep being disrespected. If you accept your own excuses, you will keep living by them. Life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you're willing to tolerate. Story 2. Maria's turning point. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria worked in a small cafe. She was talented, creative, full of ideas. But she stayed there for 8 years because it was safe. One day, a customer said something that changed her life. They told her, "You make the best cakes I've ever tasted. Why don't you start your own bakery?" Maria laughed. "Oh, I could never do that." But that night, she couldn't sleep. She realized she'd been waiting for someone to give her permission. The next week, she started baking from home, selling to friends. 2 years later, she owned her own bakery. Her life didn't change because the world finally gave her a chance. It changed because she did. Step 2. Change your habits. Your life is built on habits. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Want better health? Change your eating and movement. Habits. Want more money? Change your saving and spending habits. Want a stronger mind? Change your reading and learning habits. Big dreams are built from small daily actions. Step 3. Upgrade your environment. You can't plant a seed in bad soil and expect it to grow. Look at your circle. Are you surrounded by people who lift you up or pull you down? Do your conversations inspire you or drain you? If you want to grow, you need to be in an environment that challenges you to rise higher. Story 3. The power of the right circle. I once knew a guy named Alex. Alex was stuck in a cycle, partying every weekend, complaining about his job, never making progress. One day, he joined a local entrepreneur group. Suddenly, he was surrounded by people who were building businesses, reading books, chasing goals. Within a year, Alex had started his own side business. Within 3 years, he'd left his old job entirely. Why? Because his environment changed, and that changed him. Step 4. Take action. Now stop waiting for the perfect time. Stop waiting for everything to line up. Action beats perfection every time. You don't need to see the whole staircase, just the first step. Clarity comes from doing, not from thinking. Step 5. Commit to growth. Growth isn't a one-time event. It's a lifetime decision. Learn, experiment, fail, get back up. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who never stop growing. The challenge. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one thing you've been avoiding. One thing that, if you started today, would move your life forward. And start. Because nothing changes until you do. 5 years from now, you could look back and say, that was the day everything started to change. Now, go become that person.